All right, Joe. We're going to show our professionalism with this show today while I eat cereal and our listeners hear it because it's early. I'm tired. I'm hungry. And I'm okay with doing what I'm doing.
I hear you.
So, and I welcome all of you listeners out there. If you want to take the opportunity, it doesn't matter if you're, a college student, somebody who just got divorced from a family that left them because you're miserable. A teenager who just wants to hear old people talk. And I'm going to assume at 32 years old, we're old to high school kids.
Right.
I
got a kid in my church who's a sophomore who, when I mentioned something from a TikTok, she's like, "How do you know about TikTok?" And I was like, I'm only 30. Now I'm 31, but this happened like a year ago.
It's such a weird thing when, I remember being in high school. The thing is, a lot of the stuff that you envision, happening to, even celebrities, when they're older and shit, they're portraying dads on TV and shit. They're the age that we are now. But back then, it just seemed like, God damn, what a life they fucking lived.
Right.
But anyways.
Well, I think Bob, not to bring up Bob Saget again, but wasn't he only 35?
When he died?
Full House.
Oh, Full House, yeah. I was like,
when he died, he was
62. Yeah, 62. Yeah, he was in his mid 30s. All of them were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they all, even now watching it back, they don't look like they're in their mid 30s to me.
No. It's dude, even fucking, I think Roseanne was late 30s when she came out.
Wild.
So I mean, yeah, it's nuts, but we're there at that point. But to any age group, I encourage yourself to pause the show real quick and go grab a bowl of cereal because it's an unexplained happiness that comes from just being some fucking adult eating a bowl of Cocoa Pebbles. And the one thing that does bug me though about Cocoa Pebbles now that I realized, making this bowl of cereal is that you get 2 bowls out of the fucking box now. And I don't know, it's just because I'm pouring big bowls, or they lighten the amount of cereal you get in a box. But,
could be both.
Yeah, it's a little depressing. But I get chocolate milk at the end of it, and I'm okay with that.
That is nice. Not this is not a transition necessarily into bring it back, but when they brought back French Toast Crunch,
yeah,
I went out and I bought a box and I ate the whole box in one sitting. It was awesome.
But see, there's nothing wrong with that. When you get to a certain age, you're entitled to do what you want to do. Right. Now, I've never done ice cream for breakfast. I heard that's a big thing that adults are like, hey, I can do what I want now. I'm going to make a fucking sundae at 9 a.m. Now, I haven't gotten to that point in my life. But I'm perfectly content sitting here at brunch time eating a bowl of Cocoa Pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, it's, yeah, I don't even know. I don't want to go from here because I'm just so fucking into this. I am being an adult, though. I am drinking a nice glass of Emergency because the weather is really bad out. Has been all weekend, and I have worked all weekend. And I just want to be preventative for being sick. Not so much COVID, Omicron sick, but flu.
Just sick.
Flu sick, yeah. Yeah, just because my work environment is rough. Just because I have to split my time between a hot lab and a cold outside, so it's it just go back and forth. It just gets really rough. But
that's switching back and forth wears out my immune system faster than anything.
Right? I mean, when
if I could just be outside the whole time and then get in the truck to warm up, fine. But yeah.
See, that's my issue too. Is I can't. I wish I could sit in the truck and just let it warm up for 5-10 minutes, but everything about this job is on the go. You gotta go. Get in the truck, start it up, wait a minute, fucking drive off. get to the first place, get out of the truck, get to the second place, get out of the truck, get to the third place, get out of the truck, get back to the lab, get out of the truck, walk back into the lab. And I work with a lot of people that either A, have the inability to produce heat from their own body, or B, literally from hell because they have to keep the fucking temperature so high. And the worriness I have is just I don't want to work in the lab and sweat and bring those fucking sweat clothes out into what is currently, I believe, like 4 degrees.
Yuck.
Yeah. But
yeah, I heard it's supposed to get down to like -30 tonight, at least by us.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's going to be rough. Luckily, it's going to get warmer as the days go. I think it's supposed to snow again on Thursday, but it's supposed to be like 30s. But I am back to work tomorrow for the next 6 days, so I just got to get through it. Think about them paychecks.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be okay. I got a couple ideas of things we're going to talk about today. Maybe one day I'll share them with you before we do the show, but well.
Yeah, we got a good thing going.
We do. We have a great thing going. The one thing that I do miss is our old opens. I thought I was going to enjoy the cold open. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as actually doing the intro. I started missing it a little bit. So maybe we'll mix it up from time to time. Maybe I'll bring back the old intro and we'll do some cold opens. I guess it just depends on how exhausted I am. So if we do a cold open, just know I'm really fucking tired, but we're pumping out shows for our listeners.
I dig it.
Excellent, perfect. So we're going to dive into some of the conversations we have today, as well as our new segment, Bring It Freakin' Back. But before we do, I want to talk about CarterComics.com. The best place for you guys to go. You get all your comic book needs. And I know what you're thinking. Travis, what are my comic book needs? Well, let me tell you guys. Some of you out there have a comic book collection, but you don't have like that pinnacle, that one comic that sits at the top of all of it. You maybe have like a couple what they call raw comics where, maybe you pick something up out of a cereal box, went to a Comic-Con and just grabbed a free one off a table, or hell, maybe you made a trade with your buddy for some Pokemon cards back in the early 90s, and you just have a couple comic books thrown around. Hell, I happen to have a couple comic books just like that. But to be a true comic book collection, you need to start displaying them incredibly perfect comics. They're not perfect, damn near perfect comics. And Carter Comics is the best place for you to go to do that. With graded comics, seeing 9.9s, 9.8s, those elite premium comics that are really hard to find, Carter Comics has them available for you. As well as the current comic of the week, which is a repeat of last week's, just because it is one of the most pristine. And it's weird, too, because I didn't quite know how pristine, how rare, how valued this comic is until I had a conversation with somebody the other day about it.
Yeah.
So I wanna circle around and use it for a second time this week. It is No Heroine #2, and that's heroine as in the female superhero, not the drug. As Joey pointed out to me, the E does make a difference.
True.
At the end of the word, not the drug. Although maybe the E drug would make a difference in my explanation as well. Maybe. I don't know. I don't do drugs. I'm a good kid. Kayla finds herself on the road and needing to win. And things are looking up until she meets a young woman with a dark secret. Werewolves, street fights, and a whole lot of pain find Kayla as this series claws its way towards the final chapter. Will things start breaking Kayla's way? Not a chance. No Heroine #2 is a graded comic of a 9.9. Metal cover. The cover is actually metal. It is a limited edition Hive Comics metal variant by Peach Momoko. If you guys want to find this comic, it's not on the Carter Comic website itself, but you can find it from the Carter Comic website. All you gotta do is go to cartercomics.com, scroll down to the bottom of the homepage where you see the link to eBay Store 1. That will be a Lady Comic account. Click the button, search No Heroine number 2 in the search bar of the store. You'll find it, you'll buy it, and you won't regret it. It's absolutely amazing product. Make sure you check it out. If you're not really big into the eBay auctions and stuff like that, and you just want to buy your comics outright, and even if you're not looking for graded, you just want to look for raw, go ahead and just search CarterComic.com's website and just pick out any amazing comic they have available there. All you gotta do is sign up for the Carter Comic Club. Yeah, that's right, the Carter Comic Club. Still, if you have to be verified to be called the Carter Comic Club, but until I'm told it's not called the Carter Comic Club, it will currently be called the Carter Comic Club. Just sign up for the Carter Comic Club and fill your cart with all their amazing comics that they have available on their website. And if you're like, oh no, they don't have this one, I want to get my Spider-Man number 92 with the first introduction of Sandman and Bane. Whatever. Just send out a message to CarterComics.com and say, hey, I'm looking for my Spider-Man number 2 with the introduction of Sandman and Bane. See if they have it in stock, because they got thousands of titles yet to be released onto their site and to their eBay accounts. Maybe they'll have it for you, and they'll be able to make a deal out for you. CarterComics.com is the best place for you to go to get your comic books today. And I just say that because they give me money to. I'm kidding. Actually, they're really cool people. Great. It's a family business, too. A wife and husband. Did they do some traveling, too, to get these comics? You know, they make deals and stuff. I mean, I remember Doug Carter, the head of CarterComics.com, was telling me that he's gotten comics from, like, Colorado, Missouri, Arizona, and like boxes, not just like one individual, but like boxes of it. Like dude has like like a lost city of Atlantis if Atlantis was comic books.
Nice.
Yes. So love CarterComics.com. Make sure you guys check it out. There are some comic books I'm looking to get my hands on as well, and I went to Carter Comics for that. So make sure you do too. CarterComics.com. So I don't know, was it 10% on your order?
Sounds right.
Yeah. Use the code FreakNet. Use code CartoonJoe. Put in your shipping contact information, and they're gonna hook you up with some sweet discounts on your order. CarterComics.com. Okay, I think I said enough.
And hey, maybe comics aren't your thing. Maybe they are your thing. Maybe you really like to just read regular books. Although there are actually audiobooks of comics out there. It's a thing that people do now, where they describe what's happening in the frame and give the characters voices and do all this stuff. It's apparently a really magnificent way of consuming content. And the best way to do that with your ears instead of your eyes would be to go to audibletrial.com/freaknet and get yourself a free 30-day trial to Audible. It'll also include a credit towards your first audio book. If you want to try out a graphic novel that you can listen to, I highly recommend Lock and Key, LOCKE &KEY. This series was recently released on Netflix. They have the first season and second season up there now. Really great story, a lot of fun, and I haven't personally listened to the audiobook myself, but I hear it's fantastic. So a whole nother way of experiencing the medium of comics with your ears. So audibletrial.com/freaknet, free 30-day trial, 1 free credit towards your first audiobook purchase. Go there right now.
Good job, Joe.
Thanks.
I heard of Lock and Key on Netflix. I can't remember who recommended it to me. I want to say I heard it on Geekcast Live. I'm not really sure.
Probably. When the first season came out, we were really into it.
I don't know, because I'm saying, like, because when you said Lock and Key, I was like, why does that sound so fucking familiar? And then you said Netflix. I'm like, I know somebody recommended that to me. And I was like, where? And I think it was the same way. It had to have been you guys, because I think you guys also were talking about, was it Peaky Blinders?
Oh, yeah. Rob really likes Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
That one. It's good, too. I have trouble watching shows that are an hour long.
It's rough. It's a commitment at that point. Mm-hmm. That's why Always Sunny in Philadelphia isn't too bad, because it takes like 18 to 22 minutes to watch an episode. Same reason with Letterkenny. It's like 12 minutes.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, Joe, more celebrities are dying.
No, who else died?
What? Meatloaf, bro.
Oh, sorry. It was like 3 days ago, so it feels like it was a month ago.
That's true. That's true. It was 4 days ago that he did pass away. It's a shame.
Yeah. Louie Anderson also.
Louie Anderson. Now, I don't even know who the hell that is. So,
you ever watched Louie's World, I think it was?
No. No, I didn't.
No,
Louie's World? You talking about that one where some dude thought he was a dog?
No, that was, gosh, what was that?
It's like yeah, that sounds right. I was going to say Norbert, but that's not right. Wilfred's right. Yeah, because he plays like a mom or something in that one.
Oh, I forgot about that. He does.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see that one either. I don't know who this guy is. I know he was in Coming to America. I felt bad when I was at work and I was talking to him and I was like, "Did you hear the fucking Meatloaf died?" And they're like, "Yeah, and Louie Anderson." Like, who the fuck is Louie Anderson?
Life with Louie was the cartoon I was trying to think of.
Oh, did he portray like a kid? Like himself, the kid? Okay, yes. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's sad, you know, but we do want to acknowledge their passing because they are oh God, what the fuck is the word? Important somethings in our lives. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what the word is either.
Right. It's gonna come to me later on when we're talking about something else. But yeah, I mean, obviously people who grew up, you know, through the 90s, early 2000s knows Louie Anderson. Those who listen to music from the 80s, knows who Meatloaf is. I still listen to Meatloaf music. Hell, when I found out he died, I Spotify'd his fucking music, for most of the day. Dashboard Lights, one of my favorite songs. I Would Do Anything for Love. I'll even listen to that extended version. It goes on for like 10, 12 minutes. My friends hate it just because I play it every time we go to the bars back in the day, but it's a great song. But there was a quote that Louie Anderson said that I want to share with everybody in remembrance of his passing. And I want you guys to keep this in mind because it is kind of valuable. So I've been asking the universe and God to send me a way for me to help me. Show business has been so wonderful to me, and it came in the form of that. It's just so funny how things come into your life, and if you take a chance on them, it might give you a brand new life. Truth. Don't not try. He said it better, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Yeah, don't be afraid to fucking take an opportunity, take a chance. You got to move forward and take every opportunity. I mean, like realistically, you can look at Louie Anderson. Not much to look at. Not a very attractive man.
No.
But
no, and successful. Definitely one of those I thought I didn't even know he was alive still.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he's done anything in like the last like 8 years, other than I guess he did do the sequel to Coming to America, but I didn't watch that because I'm not willing to do it.
He's been on Baskets.
Yeah.
Is
that Galifianakis TV show?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I forget what else. There was something else he was on recently that wasn't Wilfred, but
so he's
yeah.
It's not so he's been there. He just hasn't been.
Yeah, he's had a real quiet background, existence.
Right, which
is great.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
That's the dream, right? You get rich and then you just disappear and you do whatever you want and it's just fun stuff. You don't have to keep doing important things.
Right. It's one of those things where like if you are famous and you're staying out of the spotlight, then you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Because you really don't see a lot of good happening when celebrities are announced in the news. Usually it's a drug thing, an alcohol thing. With that fucking Heard girl and Johnny Depp, clearly that's not a good thing. They're all over the news. So I mean, good for Louie Anderson. I'm sure he lived a great life. 68, I don't think is considered the longest of lives. It's no Betty White, you know.
Right.
But yeah, no, him
At
and
least it's
Meatloaf.
retirement age, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely retired in a big fucking way. But yeah, it's him, Meatloaf, same day, passed on. So God bless to both of them. Prayers out to their families during this time, and yeah, just remember the work that they did. Throw in some fucking Meatloaf. It's like Meatloaf once said, "Though it's cold and lonely in a deep dark night, I could see paradise by the dashboard light." He also said, "Let me sleep on it" in that song, which I like to do as I murder myself in all these fucking work hours. Joe, what are we freaking bringing back this week? Let's talk about some stuff that is gone but has the ability to come back if we will it enough. So let's start out with you for this week on Bring It Freaking Back. What you got?
I am so ready. So I'm a big fan of Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
love Mountain Dew. Yeah. I've tried just about every variety that's ever been made, at least made in my lifetime and released, and I love basically all of them.
Do you have a favorite?
Off the top of my head, my gut instinct is to say Pitch Black, the grape flavored one that they have for Halloween sometimes.
Baja Blast, top of that.
Baja Blast, I also love.
I think that's more.
It's like the only thing I get at Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's probably because it's Taco Bell. It's like my favorite. Livewire is also great. Huge fan of Livewire.
Yeah, Livewire is great.
Yeah.
I really like the new one that just came out this summer, Major Melon.
Didn't have it.
It's a watermelon Mountain Dew. Oh,
gotcha.
So good. So refreshing.
Whiteout was also a good one. I think I find myself liking all types of Mountain Dews, but the original. There's something about the original I just can't get into.
Yeah, same. And it's not that I dislike the original personally. For me, it's that the other ones are just so much better.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like they have their base fucking Mountain Dew, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, you know what? Let's try a different flavor, and then they just fucking completely change it. I mean, like when you look at like Mountain Dew and you look at, or not Mountain Dew, when you look at Coke and you look at Pepsi, even Dr. Pepper, like whenever they like, hey, we're gonna add cherry, we're gonna add vanilla, we're gonna add orange, whatever we're gonna do to our sodas, it still has the main base flavor with a hint of that. Mountain Dew is just like, hey, let's change the flavor a little. Well, how do you want to change it? Completely fucking different. Like
right. And yet every Mountain Dew I've ever had tastes like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's I don't know. And then that pee smell afterwards. I mean, when you pee, it has like a Mountain Dew smell to it. Oh. Oh. But anyways, you go ahead.
Anyway, yeah. So, you know I love Mountain Dew. We all love Mountain Dew here. But do you remember in the mid-2000s, probably from about 2005 to about 2011, that Coke tried to compete with Pepsi on Mountain Dew by releasing their own version of a citrus soda that wasn't Mellow Yellow?
Oh, God, was it Volt?
Vault.
Yeah.
Vault is what I wish they would bring back. I love that shit.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever had a Vault before. Like when it was out,
God, I don't. Good.
I think the problem was because back in the day, during high school, I don't want to take your time away.
No, you're good. You're good.
So, back in the time of like Mountain Dew and even when Vault came out, it was like high school, like end of junior high into high school time for me at least. You too, but for me. Colin was so involved in fucking anything Mountain Dew when it came to lunchtime. I mean, he bought fucking Mountain Dew Code Reds like they were fucking stocks in Disney, which is plummeting, by the way. So, shit. But still, like he's so into it. And then every time a new one came out, he had to try it. And he got Vault because he heard the same thing. You know, it was like it's Coca-Cola's response to Mountain Dew. And as soon as he tried it, he's like, I think it just has more of a Mountain Dew flavor the Mountain Dew has, which makes no fucking sense. But I think the moment he said it just kind of soured me. I'm like, I don't think I really need to try that.
Yeah, I tried it. I really liked it. But what makes it special for me was it came out around the same time my great-grandparents moved in with us.
Okay.
And they were, I don't know how to say it. There's not. It feels like there's not a nice way to say it. One of the very nice things that they did for us was that if they found something that we liked, they would find a sale on it and buy all of it.
Nice. That's
so
sweet.
One time I came home from school drinking a Vault soda, and my great grandma was like, "What's that?" And I said, "Vault soda. I really like it." And she said, "Fantastic." And the next time she went to Marsh, there was a Marsh at the time. It's a grocery store chain like Jewel or whatever. It was on sale for it was like 3 for $1. And she bought 2 full paper grocery bags full of Vault soda.
Wow.
And I drank that shit for like a month. And I don't know that I've ever had it again because I think that was the last sale to just get rid of it. But I loved it. And it was just such a nice, it was such a nice gesture on the part of my grandma because she's just trying to relate to me and get something that she knows I like and all this stuff. And there's nowhere to keep it. All our fridges are full, and I just have this giant grocery bag of Vault soda in the garage for like a month.
Oh, guys.
But it was so good, and I miss it. I want to try it again.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, man. It's like when you find that one drink that's like, I mean, obviously, well, not obviously, but ironically, mine this week is also a drink.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, from the same time period too. Maybe a little bit earlier than yours, but ended I think around the same time. It's weird how and maybe you could agree with me, maybe not. I don't know how your taste buds work, but when you think of Vault, you could think of how it tasted. It's still there, even from memory. It's like that taste is still fucking there. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in at least a decade,
right?
And I can still I still feel what Mountain Dew tastes like. So it's like, I mean, yes. I get it. So when you find something, great example is my choice for this week. I'm not sure if you remember these, but how big is Snapple in your life? Have you, do you ever do Snapples, or where are you at with them?
I haven't had Snapple in a long time.
It's been a while, right?
They used to be one of my absolute favorite things. The Snapple caps. I used to have bags and bags of those little fact caps.
Right. So something that Snapple did a little bit different to kind of change everyone's life is the Snapple fact. Just some random shit about giraffes or distance between one place or another. Just something to brighten up the drinking experience. Being at a younger age, I think I enjoyed Snapple probably more often than I do now. I can't actually remember the last time I bought a Snapple. Just because I'm more of an Arizona iced tea fan and juice drinks and stuff. I've never been I gotta get these, because I'm feeling like having a peachy mango fucking drink, or a strawberry kiwi drink, First
right.
off,
well, there's you can get for 99 cents you can get an Arizona strawberry kiwi drink now. So
mm-hmm. Yeah,
why would I get the one with the lizard on it or whatever?
Yeah. Side note about Arizona iced teas. So they come in them big ass cans.
Yeah.
When we were kids, and I don't know why, but me and a couple of my friends, we would ask the gas station to put them in one of them small brown bags. So when we were walking around, we were drinking these big ass
40s.
They look like 40s, yeah.
Oh man,
it was quite the life back in the day. Oh shit!
Classic. Smoking candy cigarettes.
Exactly. I remember, oh my god, it pissed me off. And that's another thing I wish they'd be brought back, is the candy cigarettes that look like legit candy cigarettes, like the gum ones. Now I think they're just the chalk sticks. They're okay, cool, whatever. But those legit gum cigarettes actually blew the I don't know if it's powdered sugar or whatever out of them when you blew on them.
Yeah. I don't think I ever had those.
Yeah,
Sounds awesome though.
I don't know what my life was back then. I mean, I had a great fucking childhood, don't get me wrong. But I mean, I don't know if it's TV or what, but I remember fucking, walking around fucking drinking Arizona iced teas, 40s out brown paper bags. I also remember one time laying on my couch and fucking eating Smarties like I was popping pills. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Anyways, I'm getting way off track, but yes, that's Arizona tea. The Arnold Palmer ones, the Southern ones. I hate sweet tea, but I would drink an Arnold Palmer Southern tea any fucking day.
Yeah.
Sweet tea and pink lemonade. Holy hell. But Snapple, back in 1999, came out with a new oh god, what was it called? A new line of fruit drinks, if you will. They were called Snapple Elements.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought these up. I didn't know those were at Snapple.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those were almost what I went with this week.
Yeah, they're fucking great, man. And the thing is, like, so there were two different varieties of them. There were the early, the 1991 to like the 2000, I want to say 3-4ish ones that came in like the metal cans. And it said Element Energy on them because it was Snapple's introduction to energy drinks. And then in the later ones, they started coming out in like glass bottles. Like they kind of resemble, I don't know if you know the drink Calypsos.
Oh yeah. I was definitely talking about.
Yeah, so they kind of come in a bottle that after a while they came in a bottle looking like that because the thing was like with Snapple's energy drink, it wasn't like all the other drinks, the energy drinks today that are carbonated in cans and shit like that. It was really just it was a fruit drink, but it was like they sold it as an energy drink. Let me see if I can look it up here. So
it was like the height of, oh man, it was like the height of Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I remember there's so many things I remember about this. Like, I remember whenever Dad would come pick us up at the gas station or whatever, he would usually let us get something to drink there.
Yeah.
And, knowing my dad, I'm sure he wished that we just got fucking something in a styrofoam cup like he would get. But we would always get these things, and they were just so good every single time. Yeah. And, like, in my head, I can still feel that memory, like in my gut, like, oh my gosh, I felt like a Digidestin, like picking out my symbol or whatever.
Right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, the whole Element thing was huge in Digimon, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, like all those fucking even Captain Planet, like
yeah.
It's just it was a great fucking time. And the thing was, like, they weren't that expensive. I think they're like $2 for $3 or some shit like that.
Yeah. So Houston would get one and I'd get one.
Yeah. So there was this. So if I could read, if it's okay, I'd like to read this real quick.
Yeah, please do.
It's a little bit long, but I mean, it kind of describes why these things are so incredible. In April of 1999, Snapple introduced a new line of fruit drinks called Snapple Elements. They started out with Earth, Rain, Fire, and Sun.
Yeah.
Later in the line grew to include a multitude of flavors. Around 2005, the original glass bottles were replaced. Oh, okay, so it's backwards. The original glass bottles were replaced with aluminum cans. So I got it backwards.
That makes sense.
That's on me. But hey, we're learning here. We are learning.
Yeah.
After its introduction, the line won Beverage World Globe Design Gold Award for Best Overall Product Design. The Element line was made up of Fire, which was a dragon fruit. I think that was like my favorite, actually. Fire and I think Rain was an agave cactus.
Rain was my favorite.
Earth, grape cranberry. Sun, starfruit orange. Meteor, tangelo. Spark, mandarin carrot. Turbulence, shredded lemon. Atomic, jacked apple. Diet Air, which was prickly peach. Diet Ice, which was ruby tangelo. Velocity was grapefruit cranberry. Volcano was indigo grape. Voltage, which was citron. Sky, passion fruit. Gravity, carrot infusion. And altitude was persimmon. Sample elements include a tea line, such as Moon, which was green tea. Lightning, which was ginseng black tea. And infusion was mango tangerine. After aluminum redesign, they added an aluminum energy line, Fire, Rain, Meteor, were all energy enhanced. Metal had a blood orange taste. Venom was a citrus drink, and Sub-Zero tastes like Siberian cherry. Sub-Zero, I do remember. I think that was my favorite one of the energy lines. Unfortunately, all lines were discontinued when sales slipped. And I think that was around 2008. As I look at change.org, Bring It Back Snapple Elements, which is currently a petition, which it sickens me that there's only 1,200 people who signed this petition. But yeah, it looks like the line ended in around 2008. But I was more involved in the energy element than the originals. But like I said, I mean, I guess I got them around the time of the aluminum can, so I guess around 2005. Fucking loved them, miss them so much, and the fact that they weren't just like normal fucking flavors. Not like, oh, fire is orange. No, it's dragon fruits and star fruits and stuff. Incredible.
Yeah, I've never even like. Obviously I've heard of a persimmon, but I've never heard of a persimmon.
Yeah, never in a drink that is sold by like a fucking big name place.
Right. Yeah.
Like, they're just throwing random fruit flavors out there and shit. The thing is, like a lot of these I don't remember hearing because I don't think they sold all these brands at the gas station I went to. Like Fire, Rain, Earth, Sun, yeah. Meteor, I don't know if I ever saw. Spark, Turbulence, those don't seem... Diets, I know I've never seen. But as a kid, do you ever really buy a diet drink?
No.
Yeah. So, Sky, Gravity stuff, I never heard of the teas, but you know what? The line that this had and the fact that they got rid of all of it because it slipped bothers me.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could have hung on to these. Hell, you could have rebranded it in any way to sell to adults. If these were to come back, I'd probably go broke and trying to fucking stock my fucking life with this shit.
Yeah, just in case.
It's going away again. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? I think that there are companies that need to kind of like jump on that like nostalgia fucking. It's like you mentioned last week. 3D Doritos are coming back.
Yeah. I haven't had them yet, but
yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things that are coming out. A friend of mine told me that Doritos came out with oh god, what the hell is those Cheetos? Flamin' Hot.
The Flamin' Hot?
That Doritos came out with a Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Dorito.
Oh my god, that sounds amazing.
I'm torn because I love Flamin' Hot and I absolutely hate Cool Ranch. I can't eat Cool Ranch; it makes me sick.
Fair.
Yeah, I told you that Cool Ranch story, right?
No.
Why can't eat Cool Ranch Doritos? Would you like to hear that story?
Yes.
Okay. Snapple, bring back element drinks. Okay, story about Cool Ranch Doritos and why I hate them dates back to the 2011s. That was back when I had a wonderful girlfriend at the time who broke my heart over the phone, the bitch. But I'm not bitter about it. Just want to remind everyone that I have feelings too. Yeah. 11 years ago though, so I'm okay now. We got over it. We made it past. But at that time, I was dating somebody who had a brother who, at the time, me and my girlfriend at the time were about 21, 22. Her brother was 14, 15, somewhere in there. Cool kid, kind of weird, but really cool, fun kid. Side note, he wanted to play chess against me, once, and, I beat him in like 5 moves, I think, or like maybe it was like 4. Gosh. It was this really easy fucking move that somebody showed me, and I just fucking like took him out. He's like, well, what happened? And I was like, I won. He's like, well, can we play again? I'm like, sure, whatever. Even though me and my girlfriend are trying to watch Saw. Don't know why. I hate horror movies, but she was cute. I survived though. You know what? Saw movies, I was fine with.
Nice.
So maybe as long as I watch it with somebody who I don't want to look like a puss in front of. Who knows? Maybe I could watch Annabelle one day. I don't even know. Ooh. Probably not. Those fucking movies are horrifying. Ghost is what gets me. But I beat him again, and he went into his room and cried. I felt bad, but at the same time, I was with my girlfriend, so who gives a fuck? Anyway, so the brother was he was kind of nerdy, and he probably did what every other kid back in the day who was a nerd did, and had LAN parties with their friends. Computers and shit all hooked up to play online with each other, but right next to each other. Yep. I had a friend of mine who did that shit for like 3 days straight over the weekends and stuff. They all like would set up in the garage, and the musk that would pour out of that fucking garage Sunday afternoon.
Horrifying.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
So, me and my ex had to go, we were asked by their mother to go pick him up from his friend's house after a LAN party weekend. So we go and pick him up.
Speaking of Mountain Dew.
Motherfucker didn't bring a change of clothes for 3 fucking days.
Well, sure, he wasn't doing anything but sitting in a chair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just stewing in his own fucking shit. And beyond that, the people of the house that he was at were like they just had a litter of dogs who they kept in the kitchen, and didn't like let them out and change the paper, nothing. So there's like dog piss and shit. I didn't see it. He just described it because of what I said here. You're going to hear this in a moment. But, so I'm in the front seat, with my girlfriend driving. I was in the passenger seat. He fucking comes out, fucking, there's a sheen coming off his hair, like somebody just waxed him. Fucking collars all fucking loose from probably the nervousness of pulling on it while playing games.
Yep.
Pants are falling down because, I don't know, he doesn't wear a belt. Just a fucking mess. Like if there was a walk of shame, this is it. He gets into the fucking car, shuts the door, this airflow wafts through the fucking car. The first thing that comes to mind is Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah.
So I asked the kid, bro, why do you smell like dog shit and Cool Ranch Doritos? He's like, well, we were having what we were, and he was trying to tell me, he was trying to explain what a LAN party was. Like, I didn't fucking know.
Right.
Like, motherfucker, I lived a life. Come on now. So he's
like,
well,
know what that is.
Yeah. So he's like, well, my friends got together and we put our computers together so we could play games. So I'm like, yeah, LAN parties. You know what that is? I'm like, yeah, I do. What does that have to do with you smelling like fucking shit Doritos, And he's like, well, all we ate, this weekend was Doritos and soda and Mountain Dew, the LAN party drink, that and, Red Bull.
Yep.
So, how did fucking Mountain Dew and Red Bull not do a thing together?
I don't know. That's a good question.
God, man. Anyways, so apparently for fucking 3 days, all this kid fucking ate was so much Cool Ranch Doritos that was just oozing out of his fucking pores. And then obviously the fucking dogs, made a fucking odor into the air that just seeped into his fucking clothing. It was so fucking bad that when we were driving home, we had to keep our windows fucking open. And this is at a time where, my girlfriend didn't want her family to know that she smoked. So, couldn't fucking smoke. I was willing to do anything. Like, I'll set the fucker on fire for this fucking smell to go away. But ever since then, I cannot go near or touch Cool Ranch Doritos. Fucker brought in a bag of those Flamin' Hot Cool Ranch Doritos last, Saturday, I think. And just looking at the blue of that fucking bag brought back that smell from that car ride 11 years ago. So it's amazing how your senses can fucking just trigger memories. Phenomenal.
Yep. Oh man, I can imagine that, and it makes me want to gag.
Yeah, it is.
I've been actually fighting my gag reflex for the last 5 minutes.
Dude, it's been rough on me because I can feel like wanting to come up because I just finished my fucking bowl of fucking Cocoa Pebbles. So now I got a tummy full of Cocoa Pebbles and what I recommend to be the best emergency powder drink ever. Do not get the regular fucking orange.
All right.
Get the raspberry. Get the raspberry.
Oh, you are right. I forgot.
Yeah, you want to get the Immune Boost Vitamin C. It's phenomenal. I love it. Huge fan of raspberry. Anything raspberry flavored, sold. My guy. Wendy's. If I ever go to Wendy's, I always get the fucking, I guess, is that raspberry lemonade? Strawberry lemonade? Can't remember. Strawberry and raspberry. Great fucking lemonades. Recommend either one. But, it's, God, every time I tell that story, it's a great story, but, it's, God, no, that feeling. Like, I don't know if I would ever have to tell a story about watching somebody get murdered. I don't think I would cringe as much as that fucking Dorito smell in that car that one day. Joe, how, what is the acceptable amount of laziness?
I don't know. What are you like?
Well, I guess I'll give you a kind of frame of reference to where I'm at, and you kind of tell me it's okay. Before we do any of that, I can't remember in the 45 minutes we've been doing this. Have I mentioned ball wash?
No.
Cool.
But you know who could have used fucking ball wash this year?
Yeah, fucking good old JB. Shout out to JB and his fucking nasty ass testicles. For those of you out there who are land party goers, I get it. First off, I understand that 3 days without showering is it's the nostalgia of the fact. I get that, there's you don't want to be the one guy who has good hygiene in a fucking land party. I get it. But for the love of God, just fucking clean your shit at one point.
Just change your shirt.
Yeah, something. Yeah, wait, throw some deodorant on. There's no shame in deodorant. I promise you. This fucking kid, oh my God, I could have an entire show on this fucking kid. Like this, I don't mean that in a way that I can make fun of this kid, but this kid was so fucking goofy and incredible. The stories, fucking foreshadowing, because I'll tell this story in the future. He cut his hand with a sword.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Wait for
that.
Is
one of those like, I have the power of God and anime on my side?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he yelled "Great Odin's beard" or "By the power of Zeus." Yeah, I think he manned that shit. But that's a story for another day. Ballwash.com is the best place for you to go to get all your hygiene needs, especially for those of you who do land parties or maybe laziness, as I'm going to describe here in a little bit. It cleans you from head to toe, from hole to pole, because when it comes to your sack, Ball Wash has got your back. Everything from liquid soaps to bar soaps, which is my personal favorite. I'll take a bar of soap over a liquid soap any day. But both soaps are incredible. I have used them both, and I do have both. They also got body scrubbers so you can apply the liquid soap. And they also got shampoos and conditioners to clean your hair. Again, it's head to toe. Shampoos and conditioners. But they have so much more than just, your normal showering hygiene needs. They also got personalized lubricants for those nights where you're by yourself, or maybe you got a partner who likes to get a little weird. They got a line of boxers that are available. They got hand sanitizers. Ball Guard, which is still my most recommended and top favorite product they got. It goes on like a lotion. It dries as a powder, and it helps with the chafing in those hot days. Even if you're working indoors during wintertime, sweat and perspiration can happen. There could be some chafing. Ball Wash will help you against that, so I do recommend checking out the Ball Guard as well as the nut rub cream that they have. It was kind of like a cologne rub that you put on your special area. So eventually when somebody goes head deep into you, it smells a little bit nicer than what you're probably fucking carrying around from a fucking land party.
Nice. It's
right?
Important. It's important.
It's 100%. You know what? To smell good is very fucking important. Like,
you don't want to be the guy who is remembered for his Dorito stench.
100%. And one of the things, and a lot of people say like, oh, after you're married for a while and stuff, you get comfortable. You don't got to try as hard. Well, let me tell you, it doesn't matter how long you're married. If you smell like ass, it's going to cause a problem in your fucking marriage. I don't know. I'm not married. I'm just going to assume. Am I correct, Joe? Am I wrong there?
I'm pretty sure you're correct.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm sorry, but I mean, like, no, you have to stay hygienic through the whole
I don't want to speak for other people, but for me personally, like, if I don't smell good to me,
right,
that's a huge, like, that hurts my confidence. Even with 100%. My wife. I'm just like, I don't feel like a human being. Myself, if I don't feel clean.
100%. Yeah. Now I know a lot of people, like, they'll shower in the days as well as the evenings. I'm more of a morning shower guy. I have to get up for the day. But on days I do work, when I come home from work, I have to shower. Now, if it's a lazy day where I'm just laying around the house and everything, I'll shower when I get up because I got to get clean. But maybe I just won't shower that evening. There's a preference to, just as long as you guys have a steady routine and you don't smell like a bag of fucking Cool Ranch Doritos, I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Fill up your cart with all their amazing products. Use the promo code FREAKNET, that's FREAKNET, at checkout. You'll save yourself 15% in your entire order. Go to ballwash.com. Get that wiener cleaner. Okay. I need an acceptable level of laziness because I talked about my work schedule. I talked about how work is a little bit rough right now with the shorthandedness and the coverage of everything. I have worked the last 11 of 15 days.
Oh, God, that's a lot.
Starting tomorrow, I'm going to work the next 20 of 25.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so there's times where I'm going to have maybe a day off, and that day off consists of me getting off work at 5:30 in the morning, getting home at 7 a.m., and then having to be back at work at 5 a.m. the next day. So there's really only like a 24-hour turnaround between the time I get off work and the time I get home. Not even that, like maybe 20 hours.
Yeah.
That constitutes as days off in the 20 of 25 that are coming up.
I can't imagine why people are planning a strike.
Oh, you union bastards. But, hey, look, it's a fucking shopping list I made last week. Oh, well. Anyways. Thank you, Post-it note. So, obviously I'm exhausted. Obviously I'm tired. I set my alarm for fucking 8 this morning, and I didn't wake up until 9:35. Just exhausted.
Yeah.
So I get up and I go downstairs. I let Cooper out. I'm making my bowl of fucking Cocoa Pebbles. And I realize as I'm fucking standing there in my kitchen that there are dishes in my fucking sink. There's garbage sitting in the garbage can. It's garbage day tomorrow. There's a bag of garbage in my fucking hallway from when I collected the garbage for fucking last week. I took the bedding off of my bed to wash it Friday morning before I went to work. It's still in the dryer, and I've been using my king-size comforter as a cocoon to sleep in because I just don't have the energy to fucking make my bed.
Yeah.
So I know there's a sense of total laziness in the world. And I know that there's a point where I'm getting very fucking close to meeting that. Yeah. I just need to know an acceptable level of laziness to where, you know what? Because of the hours you work, I can understand there's dishes in the sink. I can understand that there's a bag of garbage that was collected still sitting there. This isn't food and shit. It's just like crap, you know, like fucking clothes that have holes in it, just shit like that. But I want to get your opinion on an acceptable amount of laziness. Because, I mean, like, there has to be a justification, but at the same time, there has to be accountability.
Right.
I just want to know where you think I'm at as far as a scale of justified or laziness. Where am I
think
at?
it's justified. I think you're justified, personally.
Okay.
I'm a big believer in sometimes you just got to survive. And survival does not necessarily include getting your dishes done.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when they need to get done, they'll get done.
Yeah.
And until then, you know, you just gotta make it to the next time you can do dishes.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. That's how I feel about things these days.
Now I will say that the dishes are in my sink. They are rinsed out. So it's not like,
oh, see, that's better than sometimes what I do.
Yeah. So it's not like food has been sitting there fucking incubating for like 4 days or something like that. But it's like when I get home, whether I'm working nights and I get home at like 7 in the morning, I want to eat something real quick before I go to bed. I'll finish up, rinse it, leave it in the sink. It's like, okay, I'll fucking wash it later. Or if I get home in the evening, like I'll get home at fucking 7:30 at night. I gotta go to bed in half an hour to get the fucking work, and I still got get to bed so I can get enough sleep for work the next day.
Yeah.
And it's like all you got time to do right now is fucking make a quick sandwich and go take a shower. So, you know, like I'll make a fucking like ham and salami sandwich. I'll put a little bit of mayo on there, maybe some mustard and some, you know, banana peppers. You know, I'll make sure the fucking, you know, obviously I'll lick the fucking knife. I mean, who doesn't lick the fucking knife?
Yeah, right.
Rinse it off.
What kind of monster are you?
Exactly. I mean, it's just one of those things where, like, you know, like I could walk through my house. I just bought a brand new battery operated vacuum, a little stick vacuum for the hardwood floors and stuff. That got delivered a couple days ago. I still get to open it from the box. There is a box of Swiffer wet jet liquid and pads that I bought on Amazon 2 weeks ago. That's still sitting in the box by the front of the hot door. Cause I'm like, I'll get to it when I fucking get to. I'll open it whenever I open it. I know what it is. I get it. It's just like, I'm not going to Swiffer right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, I mean, today's a busy day for me. It's my only day off this week. I worked Friday until Monday. I'm off today. Today's Tuesday as we record this. And then I'm going to be working Sunday to the following Monday. Or I'm going to be working Wednesday to the following Monday. You know, luckily, praise God, I'm going to have half of Tuesday off and Wednesday if they don't strike. Now, if they decide to strike, then I'm working 7 days a week.
Well,
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I've told everyone this, and I can be completely honest with you. If I don't want to work 7 days in a row, I will not work 7 days in a row.
yep.
I'm at the point in my life where, granted, I really do need this job, and yes, I do like my job regardless of the shit I say. But it doesn't matter how busy I am or how dead it is. 12 hours of being at the same fucking place does mess with you.
Yep.
You know, it's like, and even like fucking yesterday was so goddamn busy, and I apologize for saying the GD, but it was so damn busy that I worked 12 hours, and the only break I got was a 20-minute smoke break, fucking 8 hours into my shift. Just because there was so much going on. Everyone else, all the union people, they were able to get their lunches done in and they got to sit down, and good for them. That's awesome. But
for sure,
their job isn't fucking as demanding as mine. And I actually got in an argument with them about pay and all this other shit because, you know, in order for them to get paid what they want to get paid, they got to take money away from the lower grabber area and shit like that. And I was talking to them, I was like, how greedy do you fuckers have to be to make $40-something an hour to do the job you're doing? And they think it's fucking just fine. Like, listen, don't get me wrong. If I was in their situation, I would love to make the money that they're fucking making.
Yeah.
But the fact that in order for them to make their money they're making, they had to take it away from somebody else, so now they get paid less is a joke. It doesn't show really teamwork there. Because
what are the bosses making though? What are the people who are
God,
six figures?
I know that everyone's so overpaid. Dude, when I was a coordinator,
I think you're underpaid, man. I think.
Oh no, not now.
Overpaid is a thing.
No, not now. No, not now. Now I'm underpaid.
Yeah.
I'm making $10 less an hour than the union people who are doing the same job as me. Oh no, now I'm definitely underpaid. I'm talking back in like 2015 through 2017 when I was an operation coordinator at fucking Intertech, and I was making, I'll just fucking say it, $70,000 a fucking year. I was making good fucking money. The problem is now, like, because no matter what anyone says, it doesn't matter if you talk to me, you talk to fucking Carl who works there, who's the manager, or you talk to the two guys who are still working there, Joe and Jake, or Nick, who used to work there and quit. They'll tell you, different than me, that, we were underpaid. We were so underpaid. Like, motherfuckers are making anywhere from $70,000 to $80,000 a year. I'm sorry, but you're fucking admins. Like, all you're doing is just putting together paperwork, like numbers that other people went out to the field to get. Yeah. Put them into a fucking PDF form and mailed it off to somebody. You're lucky, you know, you'd be lucky to make fucking like 55, 58, 60 grand a year doing that job. And they want to bitch saying that they're underpaid, that they should be making $75,000, $80,000. Like, motherfuckers, this is why the business is falling apart. This is why we're not making fucking money, because you know that the company is fucking struggling, and your fucking thought is, oh, let me gouge them for more fucking money. It's Mandy. When I became a coordinator, I started out at $52,000 a year. I think it was 55. It was $55,000 a year because I still had like a $3,500 car allowance or some shit. So it was like 55.5 because I still had to go out to the field, and at that time we were using our own fucking vehicles.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, like, and I was blessed to have that. Like, fucking 55 grand, yeah. But now you get fucking inspectors. When I was an inspector, I made $19 an hour. You know, granted, that was, no. You know, like, granted, that was, 2012, so 10 years ago?
Yeah.
So back then, $19 an hour went a little bit longer there, a little bit farther than it did now, you know? Back then, after 40 hours, we used to get half pay instead of overtime.
What?
So, yeah. Oh, trust me,
that
they got
doesn't
sued
seem
for
legal.
That. No, they got sued for that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so when I went out and I worked 60 hours a week, I got paid for 50.
Oh.
Yeah, sucked. But they got that fixed. But by the time I got into the office, now everyone's making fucking time and a half. So there's a lot of fucking money that people are being paid that, like, realistically, it's like you're paying the wrong people the wrong money.
Yeah, I hear that.
It's like inspectors should get paid more money. Coordinators, I can see okay being paid less money. I get that, like, you know, like, prices of everything's going up. So, yeah, maybe there's a balance now to it. One of my biggest fears is, like, I know that the more money you make, the more money you're willing to fucking spend.
Yeah.
Because I remember
Lifestyle
being
inflation.
I remember being able to fucking live off a fucking $12 an hour job at Sears
Right.
back in 2007, 2008. Here I am making twice as much money, wondering where the fuck all my money's at.
Right. I just got my raise, and my very first paycheck, after I had paid all my bills and actually started like putting some stuff away for retirement, which I've like never done.
Yeah.
I actually overdrew my bank account for the first time like ever.
Mm.
By 1 penny because of fucking Planet Fitness that I haven't canceled.
When was the last time you were at Planet Fitness?
3 months ago.
Oh, okay. Treadmill?
I used to go, yeah, get on the treadmill and walk.
Yes. Did you ever think about maybe just getting your own treadmill?
I don't really have space for it in our place.
You ever think about just walking in place?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. No, I get it. You know, the thing is, like, I would love to get a gym membership back. Obviously with my schedule right now, it's just really hard to justify one because if I only go once a week, but I actually
cancel Planet Fitness. I'd go somewhere where I actually like pay enough that I want to go.
Yeah.
That's going to get you.
Right? Because it's so affordable and they just never fucking show up. It's like, it's worth $10, $15, whatever. But I do like going, like, especially if I can find somebody to go with, it just makes it that much more of an enjoying like time. And, you know, working out with somebody's a lot better than working solo. I mean, it's, I don't know. But yeah, it's just the laziness feels real. And I know, like, with today, there are some things I probably can get done. I just know, like, obviously I'm recording here with you right now. I got my physical therapy appointment later this afternoon. And then later this evening, I'm going to record JFW with Dally. So, yeah. And then I got to get to work, or I got to get to bed because I got work starting on Wednesday for the next 6 days. So it's quite the world that I'm living right now. I just feel really bad that I know that life would be a lot better if I had a maid.
I hear that.
Right. But
I wouldn't want a maid to see my place. I know they're paid not to judge, but man.
Right. I just want to find somebody who cleans like crime scenes for a living because this would be a nice change of pace. Like, oh, you got dirt behind your door. Well, I guess that's better than guts. Amen. But that's a weird thing too. Sherry, Ashley, and even Dally have all offered to clean my house for like a fee, and I'm like, I could do it for free. Why would I pay anybody? Right. And then I realized, like, I'm not even going to do it for fucking free. Yeah. You know, it's like, I know who I am.
I hear
you. So, who knows? Shit will get done. You know what? I could win the fucking lottery tonight. I'm playing the Mega tonight. I could walk away with $180 million, and then I could definitely have somebody clean my fucking house.
Right.
Or I'll just build another house somewhere else, and I'll just leave this one behind.
Yep.
Leave it for the squatters. Or Cooper. Cooper can have it. I don't give a fuck.
Cooper would like it.
Yeah. Like,
he wouldn't like being left behind. He's got that anxiety.
That's true. That's true, but he has his own house. He'd keep the furniture.
Huh?
Yeah.
He'd like that. He'd rip it all up, but he'd like
it. Fuck yeah. Joe, what are you freaking thinking about?
What am I freaking thinking about? Probably I've been playing a lot of PlayStation 4 the last couple of weeks.
Okay.
I can't remember if I talked about it on the show or not, but there's a game that came out forever ago called like Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor.
Gotcha.
And I beat that probably about a week and a half ago, and I've been playing the sequel called Shadow of War.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta say the sequel's not as good as the original, which frequently happens with games. But it is a good game, and it's very much if you like Assassin's Creed, I would describe it as Assassin's Creed Middle Earth. So if you like Assassin's Creed and you like Lord of the Rings, it's a really great game and a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's not the best game I've ever played, and I am a little overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that has to be done with it. It's like I'm here to escape having chores, and all this game is chores right now. But it's a fun game. I do recommend it. It was on sale. I would not pay full price for it.
Gotcha.
To be clear, but I picked up the first one for like $5 and the second one for like $9. That's worth it. So if you ever see a sale on them for that price, go ahead and pick it up. It's a fun game. I'm having a good time playing it. You get to build an army of orcs, which is fun. And it's, I also will say I have some lore issues with it as a big Tolkien nerd. There's some stuff that happens that makes me go, Tolkien wouldn't like this, and I can't believe that you sold out. But if you just play it and not think about it, it's really fun to play. So so Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War on the PlayStation 4, and you can tell it's good because it rhymes. So
that's how they grade it.
Yeah.
Just based on the rhyme, perfect.
So what about you? What are you freaking thinking about?
You know what? It's hard to wrap my mind around anything other than obviously work. It's weird to talk so much about it, but when it's your life for the foreseeable future, it's hard not to. But outside of that, there's a change that's coming in my life. I mentioned it a little bit before we started recording, and I don't want to give too much away because certain people aren't supposed to know like what it is and all this other shit. So, when the time comes, I can share exactly what it is. But as I mentioned it, like it's a life changing thing.
Yeah.
Like what could happen would completely turn every shitty thing in my life, could turn it completely around within a year. Like it's a life changing thing that I pray happens. I hope it happens. From every account, it's going to happen. From everyone I talk to, it's a definite thing. So like realistically, I've just been kind of like thinking in my head, like, like if this happens, what can I do? Like, how can I right, the ship that I'm currently on? Just, making sure that, things that need to get done can get done. It's almost like a brand new chapter kind of way of like, of the way I can look at life. So I just been thinking a lot about that, kind of planning out like, okay, so if this has happened, this is what the next year of my life is going to be like. So I've just been really thinking about that over the last few days. And, I gotta tell you, even the thought of it happening makes me feel better than I have been, in the last couple of weeks.
Nice.
Obviously I want to try to find that line between, hope and reality. Cause like I said, anything can happen. Everything that I think is going to happen could just falter and flop and not be it. But you know what? It's the will of it's hope and everything that you have to have, like regardless of what it is. Yeah. As long as you hold on to hope, like things could happen. Like like pessimism is a really big thing in my life. I think I've said it on this show before, but like hope for the best, plan for the worst.
Yep.
Like you really want.
You got to plan for the worst. I don't understand people who don't plan for the worst.
Yeah. Like, I'm hopeful, but I'm not blinded by what could really happen in life. It's just not fucking feasible. If you're in a sinking ship, you can hope all you want that it's not going to sink completely, but at the same time, you better remember how to fucking swim.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the things like where like, I mean, like if it feels like my life is a sinking ship, and I'm hoping that if everything turns out right, there's going to be a rescue boat coming on through. If not, I'm just going to wade in the fucking ocean like Wilson from Castaway. So, but no, that's been my thing. Oh, also, shout out to this fucking skin tag fucking tool I bought off Amazon. Fucking working great.
Nice. Yeah.
Fucking, I hate skin tags. I have quite a few of them. I got this machine just to fucking try. I'm like, hey, what the hell not? If it doesn't work, I'm out $18. I gotta tell you, I'm very happy with it. It seems to be working quite well. So shout out to skin tag machines, because I wasn't going to a dermatologist to spend $100 to do something that I could probably do myself for $18. And realistically, it doesn't look like it's going to cause any harm to me. So yes.
Nice.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Every week our listeners can catch Cartoon Joe here on this freaking show. But an hour of Cartoon Joe just isn't enough for those fans. I know that's true.
So, if our fans need more Cartoon Joe, where can they go?
Well, let me tell you, if you need more Cartoon Joe, you can find me over at the Geekcast Live podcast at violentpress.com. You can also find us on Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and Twitter by searching Geekcast Live. And normally that's where I'd end my plug, but we're coming back this week. Tomorrow is going to be our first show of the year. It'll be released hopefully this upcoming Saturday. And for those of you who've listened and have been waiting with bated breath for the second half of our Dune review, that's what we're leading off the year with. So if you watched Dune this summer and and you've been waiting to hear what we thought about the second half of the movie, you'll be able to hear it this Saturday finally. So
can I ask a behind the scenes question?
Yeah.
Was it put off as a plan, or you guys just forgot?
No, it was put off as a plan. We thought it'd be really funny to. So what happened was, and I'm happy to share the behind the scenes. Nick only had time to watch the first half before we recorded that week, and so we were like, let's not review the second half until the beginning of the next season, because we thought it'd be funny to do that. And I think it's hilarious, and especially since I totally forgot about it until Ryan texted me and said, "Hey, just so you know, first show of the year, we're talking Dune," and I was like, "Oh yeah, sweet, I can't wait." So Nick will be angry. He didn't like the movie. So, but I digress. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's awesome. Well, congrats on a new season. This is what, like 7, 8?
Might even be 9.
Yeah, we're good. You guys don't really go by seasons. You just keep numbering your shows.
Yeah.
How many shows have you guys done now?
I'm looking it up right now.
Well,
I'm looking on Spotify. We've done 386 episodes, and we'll be starting season 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you guys, well, Geekcast Live has gone through a lot since the beginning, because in the beginning it was like, what, it was like 4 people and 2 of them were women or some shit?
It was originally me, Ryan, and Rob, and we tried to include our friends, Leslie and Jordan. Yeah, two women. And, they never were able to make it work, the two ladies, so. Yeah.
So you traded them in for Nico.
Yeah, well, Nick was coming on as a guest, like, I don't know, probably 3 weeks out of 4, and we were just like, why don't you just join the show? He said, okay. So he became our Andy Richter.
Nice.
Our perma guest.
And 9 seasons later, here you are. Still fun, crushing it. Perfect.
Yeah, it's a good time. Good times.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you want to catch us on social media, you can find us at This Freakin' Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And our shows, when they do get released, are available on all podcast platforms that you can find: iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, Stitcher, Play FM, or just ask Google to play This Freakin' Show. That's all I got, guys. As always, I am Travesty.
And I'm Cartoon Joe.
And always remember that I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. I'm out.